Hi and welcome to the Trucking Scribe. Today we are working on little folio glue books or journals. So this is the glue book that I'm going to show you how to get started and all. We got some pockets on it. We use craft paper and then we just closed it up with the string. So this is a free digital in my Facebook group. Journaling with the Trucking Scribe. They will be there this afternoon before I put the video up. There are going to be two of these. One is turned this way and then one is turned the other way. So they open two different sides. You get some pockets and other stuff to go with it. And I hope that you will join us in the open collaboration. Hashtag Jesus in July 24 and put that on all your Christmas stuff that you're putting up so we can see how you celebrate Christmas. Hi, so I showed you the freebies, which are here. These are scrapbook pages. We have this, and I'm missing one somewhere, but we'll find it. So I took and put these on scrapbook paper, which is what this is. I should have turned that one around, but I didn't think about it. But when I made these little folios, this one opened to the left, which is strange to me, although there are books that open to the left. So I just flipped it around and I made this one. So it looks upside down when you download it, but it will fold this way. I sewed around them, distress inked them. So I did want to mention the Jesus in July creative team. So we have Deb, Samantha, Chrissy, Sandra, Rhonda, and Jeanette, and myself. We are all collaborating and working with One Digital, which is similar to this. So you can get this digital on in my Etsy store, and it is on half price for that one. And then this one also is half price on my Etsy store through July. So there's two different ones. There's a brown dark one and there's this bright one. So we are looking for the hashtag Jesus in July 24. This is an open collaboration, so anybody can join. What we're looking for is pictures, videos of whatever reminds you of Christmas and the birth of Jesus. So it could be food. You could do a video on Christmas food. You could do video music, how to craft something, ornaments. You could do pictures up from Christmas and just whatever you can think of. So we are looking for this because we're going to have a drawing at the end of the month. And the only way to get in the drawing is to use the hashtag Jesus in July 24. And it needs to be related to Christmas and the birth of Jesus. And you must be 18 to enter. So we have that going on. I'm going to show you. And I know that the reason that I'm thinking about this is because Marguerite Miller just did a video on what is a glue book. Now I have a couple of videos on glue books also. This is what I considered a glue book. I took it and it's a envelope, like a shipping envelope. I put some, what do you call that, tissue paper. I found this on Amazon. It's beautiful and it's thick tissue paper, and I Mod Podged over it. And I put this on the inside just so you didn't see the stuff. And the Mod Podge makes it very flexible. So you can see right here my envelope. It's one of the yellow ones. I put my Florida sticker on that I had bought while I was out. So here I have some little pockets and stuff in here. And what I did, so for me, this is similar to a glue book. I could not find my other one, but I will link the video that shows you the full walkthrough of a glue book. And I've got some that are actually calendars I've been gluing stuff in. I can't find them either. But I put some stickers here. I've got this pocket. I have copies of, so this was one of those things you get at the motel with the flyers. I just got it and cut it out and stuck it in here. So this is like a grab and go travel journal. You see I have some pieces glued on there, glued here. And I actually put in papers that misprinted. And then I took some more scenic, so then I got more scenic little pamphlets, and I put in here as the week went on, my motel, and a little note. So I've just got them all glued in. So this is a little bit different than a glue book, but this here, I saw this, and this is what I wrote. An ad from a Harley magazine for insurance. The colors and subject are so interesting. It flows from top to bottom. I had to look several times, and I'm still looking. So this was it was just in a magazine, and I picked it up and I put it in here. You can see right here, this is just a book page. This page is some scrap that I had. This here is some freezer paper. I put these down because I went on a snorkel adventure. That was fun. So I just got that and glued it. And I glued my little thing. I glued this, some more. So I can still add more stuff. So this is something that you would look at in a glue book. This one, all of it can go in there, but in particular, that one and where'd it go? I lost it. This one. So this is just a magazine that I like that picture. I took it out and put it in here. I could go and glue this on there or some other stuff. So this here I get free in the mail. There's all kinds of stuff in these that you would want to put. So you can cut that out. This prettiness. So what I would do is I would just cut these out like this. And so I've got these. It might have been something I picked up on vacation, or I don't know. What I would do with them is take and glue them in here. So this was a lunch menu. These are my notes. Here is just a collage of papers that I did and just glued them on here. So right here, I don't particularly like the way that printed out. I could take this and glue it on. I could just glue it on right there. And then if I wanted to, I could put this up here. So it's just like a collage book is what a glue book is, depending on your definition of a glue book. So I could put that there, or maybe this up here on the top. And that page is almost covered. I don't even need to do a whole lot more. So let's go ahead and do that. What I did when I took this is I took a little stick of glue here, but not one this big, the little school size sticks of glue. I took that with me and a small kid's pair of scissors just so I could have something, but sometimes I was just cutting it out. So stuff like this is just what you do with a glue book. And you could put that there. It's just stuff that you like. So what I'm going to do with this one over here that we're fixing to make, is make a glue book. So then you can keep going. Here's another one of those magazines I found. There's an entire world out there. Explore the possibilities. I liked this. And then this was Tina's from Shabby Dabby Doodah. Cookies. I mean, it's just putting stuff on here that didn't print right. Here is some other little stuff. So you can have it for a travel guide, because I put this together in like 10 minutes flat. I didn't have all this stuff glued in yet, but you can see here was a misprint page. This one was a misprint that I just glued that map on. So here's another book page. Had me a candy bar, I just stuck it on. So this one was of a trip. And actually this is what I'm going to do when I go to Ireland. I'm going to try and do some videos on one, because I'm going to make one like this, and I'm going to take my glue and just glue stuff down. So that's what I'm going to do with one of these. I have all of this paper, but it's craft paper. It's thin, so you could glue a lot of stuff on here. And I got it in a packaging, and all I did was fold it up. I'll put that in here so you can see it. I'll try and take the noise out. So I just folded it and made me a little journal. I'm going to go and, let's see, I think I want brown. Grab me some. I don't need a whole lot of this because I don't want extra just to hang around. And so I've distressed my edges on both sides, so I don't need to do that. I did sew them. And I'm definitely going to put, so I think I'm going to put these in here because they're a little bit smaller, but we don't have to have them perfect sizes. This is just go as you get there. And I can be looking for some pictures that we can glue in here of in magazines maybe, or even our collages we're working on. So this is just another type of a master board. I'm going to do my usual. I'm going to put a hole about 1 inch from the top, another one right there, and another one right here. And I'm just going to do the pamphlet stitch, which is go in the middle. I come out at the top, and you could go top or bottom. It's really up to you. When you move them like I just did, it gets them all crooked. You might have to put one at a time in. And then you go to the other end and do the same thing. See if you're like me and you get in here and you can't get them to line up again. It goes. So I think what I'm going to do with one of them is I'm going to do a master board in it, so I can take those scraps. And this would be nice to go with the journal, just to give to somebody. You could say, hey, do the first page for them, and then show them what to do with it. Let me grab a couple of our scraps. As I would cut it like this and just make little pieces. They don't have to be perfect. You can distress them if you want. And this is like a meditative, kind of like slow stitching. You're just sitting here with your scraps and you just throw it on here. And don't have to be straight, don't have to be nothing. Maybe that piece. Let's see. And you could do this as you're crafting. You could have a little book like this and just glue your pieces in there as you go along. And then when you get done, you will have a master board kind of thing in a junk journal. And then I just put this down. It could be right up to the edge. It don't have to be. You might want this one. Put it right there. See how it's just going over it? I've got some of these I could put on there. Don't have to be big pieces. They can be small pieces, medium-sized pieces. And if you were giving this to somebody, you could do, like I said, the front page, like I'm doing. Then you could give them all the scraps that you get from the journal that you're putting this in, and then they can just sit here and do this and have fun. See how easy it is? Just throw something on there. You can get stuff out of the magazines like I did a while ago. See, I'm going over other pieces. My fingers are getting stuck. So we're just starting the ephemera part of the Bible study for the journals. And so I'm probably going to cut most of it out so I'll have it ready for us when we get started. So it's done got hot in my house. I'm sitting on top of the air conditioner right now. So I may save that one for another place. Okay, so that's the start of your glue book. So what I did want to do was look at this and put maybe some sliders in here where you could have some pockets. Not this way. There we go. So I think I am going to put these in this one. I'm going to put one in there so to have a pocket. We can put some of this stuff in the pocket. It's on the cardstock. I am using the darker, but I'm trying to go light on it because you put a lot and it's going to really show up. Now I'm probably going to need to get some fabric tack because of this part, the sewing on it, because it's hard, makes it harder to stick. So I'm just going to put a little fabric tack around the 3 edges that I want down. And I'm not putting an awful lot, but I am trying to put enough that it will catch that. Okay. So we have some pockets over here. And because this one's going to be a glue book, I just have a mess over here. So I can take some of these and just put them right there. I was thinking about this as a pocket, and I have another one. And so there is one. I'm going to set over there. Let's grab the other one. So we can do pages in this one, or we could just make it a little folio that you put stuff in. I think we might do that. I'm not sure. I'm thinking. Because I like the pages in a folio quite a bit. I've got some more brown. We could do another brown one real quick. So you may need to go and trim some up. You may not. You may have some that didn't quite get cut. You just go in there and cut them up. And especially with this manger thing, you have more options that you can be. Well, you can always, I guess, be all crazy with your next question is, do I want that much in there? I think I will. So you can have this as a journal, or like I said, the other one is going to be a glue book. I think it would be great just to have as a glue book and put this stuff in it as we go along and see what happens. See, I wound up with more than I wanted. I'm going to leave it in here, just like I did with the other. So now to figure out how I want to do this. Do I want to put those there? I'm going to have this one that could go right here. So I'm using the fabric tack on this because of the stitching. You know, these wouldn't be hard to make if you got everything together at one time instead of like me, you're running around looking for everything. Okay, so that one's on. So I'm not sure where to put that up at the top. I think so. So this one, well, I'm going to go ahead and do fabric tack because that craft paper is really soaking up everything. So while I've got it, I'll just go ahead and use it. So now I do have this left. And I could use for a belly band. I'm going to put it in here. And a little bit bigger of a page, that one will work. So now I'm just going to use up the rest of these scraps in here. And these would make pockets. They're a little long, so I need to trim them down. Put that right here. Yep, I am going to sew them real quick. So my glue is over there acting crazy. I do not know why they do that, but they do. I think these are cute little folios, and they would make good little stocking stuffers. Let's see. Like I said, some of the pages didn't quite get cut just because of the way they were in there, but just go and so I'm looking for a longer page and put this pocket on. I don't have to trim it because I made it a little big. Yep, that's much better. Let's see if I can get this on there without making too big of a mess. Fabric tack is some good stuff, but it can make a mess too. So here's another page that I didn't quite get. That's a good thing about junk journals. They don't have to be all the same size. And you know what I do? I think I might trim this one too. And you know, it's always good to start with bigger instead of less. That way you're able to do this. I got that one. So I was thinking about doing this in 2 videos, but I think I'm going to do it in one now because we did the same thing. So what kind of folios would you like to see in the future? What kind of, do you like this kind, or would you want something else? So the last thing that I need to do is decide how I'm going to close this thing. I don't know. First of all, I'm going to grab these. I'm going to stick some in this one, just like I did the other one. Even though I'm not starting, and put that down in there. This could go right here. I'm going to trim this up that way if they have, no, just stick them down in here. This can go in here. Just extra little writing paper. Let's see, let me trim it off right there. So now the question is, how do I want to close this once I get it unstuck? So what I'm thinking, I do like maybe putting a grommet in here and running the string around with these colors. I don't know that I want them. There we go. And I think we're doing something. So I can do it that way and run it around. Do I want to put a grommet or do I just want to? I think I'm going to do a grommet. I think I will put it right here. I'm going to do another one on this side. I'm doing the smaller size. And I put the grommet in it because it helps reinforce that hole that you're going to run your string through. So now what I'm going to do is run my little string through here. And I do kind of like wrapping it twice with two. So I'm tying the ends so they don't get so frayed. I think what I'm going to also do is tie this right there where I've got it. I can do this. So now you just bring it around. I like to wrap it twice and then put these under. I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. And these look very rustic and nice. Yeah, what about there is good. So real quick before I get all this put up, we will look at them. So this one has some pockets and stuff. We put some of that up there. We can put more in. Has pockets on the inside, a couple of them. Here's another one. You got a pocket back here. So this can be a writing journal. It could be, like I said, a glue book. I'm just going to stick this under there. That will kind of hold it shut. This one is the glue book that we were talking about. I have extra pieces in. We've started the first page. We've got pockets back here so we can, as we go along doing our ephemera, we'll work on this one, I believe, and use it as a glue book for this series. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Go and get the free digitals over in Journaling with the Trucking Scribe Facebook group. Don't forget to go check out all these lovely ladies, Deb, Samantha, Chrissy, Sandra, Rhonda, and Jeanette, and look for the hashtag Jesus in July 24 for videos that relate to Christmas in any kind of way. So if you want to join us in the open collab, put Jesus in July 24 on your pictures or videos, anything that has to do with Christmas.